Hey guys, it's Nova, and today I wanted to talk about Moonrise Festival 2017. It's going to be my third Moonrise ever, and if you guys haven't heard about Moonrise, it's not one of the big festivals in America, I guess. There's not, they don't have like camera crews, they don't do live streams. So it is pretty much, it's kind of on the smaller scale. It is a 2-day festival as well, on Saturday and Sunday, and it's located in Baltimore, Maryland, at Pimlico Racecourse. So like I said, it's gonna be my third Moonrise, and what I've always liked about Moonrise is the vibe of all the people that are there and their team, their star team, their volunteers. They're super awesome, super helpful. They're always giving out free water or ice or cooling people down, giving people like actual candy, not not beads, but they're always like a big help. However, probably every year I've gone, there have been issues, and I haven't been the only person that have had issues with Moonrise, and I feel that for some people, these issues, they cause them to not attend the next year. And what's awesome is last week Moonrise posted a post on Facebook addressing a lot of issues that people have had over the years, because like most festivals, Moonrise sends out an email to everyone that attended to ask for feedback, and it looks like they really took the feedback to heart, and they addressed a lot of the issues, and they told us about what changes they're doing this year to combat those issues. I was going to make a Moonrise survival guide, but with the post that they just did, I might not even do that. This might be like a kind of mini survival guide. But yeah, I'm gonna take my phone out and I'm gonna go through every point in the post, because it's pretty crazy. Like, I've never seen a festival like be so transparent in their problems and their willingness to solve issues. So that tells me that they really care, and it gives people more reasons to, you know, give it another shot. Or those loyalists that have gone to every Moonrise, it gives them a reason to keep coming. So I guess I'm gonna just read verbatim from the post, and then I'm gonna chime in with things that I think is relevant to me, I guess. Alright, so from Moonrise Festival, this is last Thursday. We're just under 40 days away from Moonrise Festival 2017, and our team has been hard at work putting together what we feel is our best event to date. Our main focus going in to planning this year's event has been all about the fan experience, from ticketing to entrances to the music to the food, top to bottom. We have spent the last year looking at past Moonrise festivals as well as other festivals around the country in order to create the best possible experience for everyone who attends this year's event. Now that we are so close to the event, we are ready to share some of the specifics about the upgrades and improvements we are making this year. The foundation of every great event starts with the operations and overall management of the event. This year we have brought SGE, a California-based event operator known for producing some of the best festivals and tours hitting the US. This team brings decades of experience to Moonrise, which covers all areas of events and festival management and operations. We have worked hand in hand with SGE over the last several months and combed over all aspects of the event in order to take Moonrise to the next level. Apparently SGE worked Life is Beautiful. If any of you guys have attended Life is Beautiful this year, let me know how it was. I've never heard of SGE, but I haven't heard of a lot of different festival planners things. Event infrastructure. We spent a lot of time reviewing the feedback from fans, conducted surveys, and spoke one-on-one with hundreds of fans. Ultimately, we realized we need to provide more shade and water stations as making improvements to the solar tent. Yes, yes, and yes. Shade structures. We are bringing in a new provider to build shade structures at the event. We have 2 massive shade structures planned right now, and we are looking at ways to add more. So the first Moonrise I've ever went to, I think I got dehydrated, and like it is during the first few weeks of August, so it is like peak summertime, and there is no shade. Like there were a few like shade structures, but not enough for so many people. And since it's in the middle of a race course, there's like naturally no shade structure. And for some reason, every Moonrise I've gone to, there have been no clouds in sight. So it's always the sun just banging on you like all day. And it doesn't get dark until probably 8 or 9 o'clock. And by that time, like you only have 1 or 2 sets left in the day. So you get pretty hammered with the sun. And I did feel quite sick. Even the second year too, I felt a little sick because it was just way too hot, sweating. I was out of shape last year too, so that's part of it. Water stations. Aside from the return of our star team volunteers distributing ice and working throughout the weekend to keep everyone hydrated and safe, we have brought in event water solutions and their state-of-the-art water units, which are triple filters, UV treated, chilled, and can fill a 750 milliliter bottle in 5 seconds. This will help cut down the lines and still deliver free quality water to our patrons. Water, always an issue at Moonrise. They have these, they're just like tanks with spits on them, and they're not supervised. It's just first come first serve. Everyone just like, there's no lines. It just takes forever to get water. So much so that over the past years, people will just skip the water line and buy water from the vendors or Gatorades. And because of that, the vendors, the food stands, they would sell out of water and Gatorade really quickly too. So like, as I was saying before, with my first Moonrise, like I got dehydrated, and it was also because of my lack of getting water. Because it would just take way too long to get the water. I think last year there was only 1 or 2 stations. It might have been only 1 station. I forget. And then last year they added a 2nd or 3rd station, which wasn't too bad, but it was still like just a clusterfuck trying to get water. So yes. Hopefully the water stations are supervised and they have enough of them. But yeah, Star Team, like I said, I was at the lunar stage last year, just chilling, and there was this guy with like a spritzer. He was like spritzing everyone with water, and he just gave me this huge Gatorade to hold, and I was like, all right, are you giving me this to hold? And then he just walked away. So he gave me free Gatorade, so like that was like super clutch. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Star Team is awesome. I love Star Team. Solar tent adjustments. We realize the solar tent is one of the most popular stages at Moonrise Festival, which has caused the tent to heat up throughout the day. We have made adjustments to the design to allow for better airflow through ventilation and fans, which will help combat rising temperatures in the tent. Solar tent is the trap and dubstep tent that most festivals have. But yeah, it is one of the most popular tents. Like, no matter what time during the day, it is always packed. So it is always hot as hell in that tent. On-site security. We have been working with some of the industry's top professionals and consultants on providing on improving security for this year's event. In doing so, we have brought in a number of new security teams with a focus on customer service. We have also brought in a company called Unified Command, which will provide security oversight and incident logging to ensure a quality performance by the security personnel on site. This is probably the biggest issue that last year's Moonrise had, so much so that it made some headlines on EDM websites, is that the festival security last year was very unprofessional. They were groping female festival goers. They were shaking down people for drugs, like at the checkpoint and inside the festival. Like they were bribing people for drugs. It was like, or they were like, I know you have drugs on you. Give me your drugs, or we'll kick you out. Stuff like that. That's completely unprofessional. I've never heard of a security team doing stuff like that. And they sincerely apologized about that too after last year. And that was one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people this year have decided not to come back, because of the lousy experience they had last year. Thankfully, I didn't have that experience. I don't know if it was strictly like a general admission entrance thing or if it was a VIP entrance thing. I go VIP, so but yeah, that's a big thing. Hopefully it runs a little bit smoother and there's no huge incidents. I've been hearing about like other weird incidents happening like at Firefly Festival this year, so hopefully nothing crazy happens. In addition to increased security, we are bringing in one of the country's top festival parking and traffic teams to design and manage our traffic and parking plans this year. This will help improve patron experiences as it relates to parking and traffic both into and out of this year's event. Yes, please. Getting in is not as bad, but getting out of Moonrise is just, it's like a vibe killer. Like, it can take you over an hour just to get out of the parking lot. And it's crazy because once you get out of the parking lot, it's like all of Baltimore is empty once you get out of the parking lot. So, like, I'm not used to driving to festivals. Usually, the festivals that I attend is either like walking distance to where I'm staying or take like public transportation. So I usually don't drive to festivals, but this one, it's always an issue. It's always like, it's so hard to get out. Like, you're just sitting there for an hour and it totally kills your vibe. That's why if I was going to make a survival guide for this, I was going to say to like stock up on food and water in your car, because you're going to be waiting for quite some time. And if you feel like you need like recovery, like instant recovery, yeah, have that stuff in your car because you're going to be waiting in your car for a while. Other things that have happened in previous years have been, from what I've heard, is that people have had their cars broken into or their windows smashed in the parking lot. So this should help address those issues as well. Okay. Communication is one of the most important things in producing an event. The ability for the event promoters to communicate with fans during the event, as well as fans' ability to communicate issues, suggestions, and concerns to the festival promoters, is key in having a smooth event. Below, we have outlined a number of improvements to our communication systems. In-app communication. We will be releasing our Moonrise Festival official app in early August. This application will feature a number of communication tools and will allow us to send important updates and information directly to you, as well as allow you to report issues directly to us during the event. As I said, Moonrise isn't a huge festival, so much so that they don't have their own app. Like, all the lineups are always like, on a card with the map. Yeah, it'll definitely help, especially if there's any lineup changes we might not know about, because those things happen. And then if you don't have the app, how will we know if this headliner like canceled and you have someone new coming in? Information booths. This year we will have communication set up between our information booths and our event management command post. You can report any issues to the staff at one of our 3 information booths in order to get in touch with the event management team. This one's not so big for me. I don't really use information booths, but I think they only had 1 information booth before, so they've expanded it to 3. So that's pretty cool. Food, beverage, and going green. One of the most important takeaways we have had from years past at Moonrise is the need to reduce environmental impact of the event, and this year we have really started making efforts to improve on this. Best beverage company will be the concierge for this year's Moonrise Festival. While they will continue to provide professional and courteous service with a focus on delivering streamlined food and beverage service, they will also be doing it while using the compostable cups, cutlery, and straws in an effort to reduce the impact at our festival. That's pretty cool. Going green. Clean vibes. In line with the efforts to reduce our impact, we have brought in one of the country's premier festival trash vendor. Aside from working diligently to keep the Moonrise grounds clean, Clean Vibes specializes in executing recycling and composting plans in order to reduce the environmental impact of the festivals they work on. So that's pretty cool. Of the festivals that I've gone to, I haven't had that kind of experience before with like a going green, clean kind of thing. Trash at festivals, as you know, is like kind of crazy. From my experience, I wouldn't say Moonrise is terrible when it comes to their trash. That would probably still go to like Governor's Ball. That one year I went. And I feel like there's always been somebody around to get trash. So, but still, if we can keep Moonrise cleaner and greener, that would be pretty cool, and that might attract more people to come. Because there are festivals where like once you leave main stage, it's just filled with garbage, and I hate that, you know. But it's like, what else can you do? We are so excited for this year's event and the opportunity to present all of you, the fans, with all of the improvements listed above and beyond. Is that a hint? I would like to open up a direct email address so fans can directly send feedback and concerns, and we can address them immediately. You can reach me at evanw@moonrisefestival.com. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this. Sincerely, Evan Weinstein, co-founder, president, Moonrise Festival. Now that I live in Virginia, Moonrise is kind of my home festival. I don't think it will replace Izu, but it is the closest one to me. And after reading this post, it made me proud to have this as my home festival. Of course, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? So we'll have to see if what they say is what they deliver, and we'll find that out in August. But I feel pretty confident that they know what they're doing, and they really care, and they really want to deliver like one of the best experiences possible. So I hope that happens, and it's really awesome for them. They didn't even need to do what they did, but they did because they cared. So that is really cool, and I know a lot of people that are going to Moonrise. I'm looking forward to seeing all of them. The lineup is ridiculous for a 2-day festival. Woo! It is so good. Last year's was pretty stacked too, but this year is like extra stacked. A lot of bass. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. If you were ever interested in going to Moonrise yourself, this is a little sneak peek of it. I think I did two vlogs last year for Moonrise, so you can check them out. I also did a Moonrise after movie, and you can also check out the Daily Candy TV episode of my first Moonrise. That was pretty fun. A lot of good vibes. It was one of my, not one of my first, but it was a solo festival experience for me. And I met a lot of people from Instagram, and that was really, really fun. I really enjoyed myself that first year. Just really good vibes. It was the good vibes that hooked me. I didn't have much expectation going into it, but once I just met so many awesome people, I was like, yeah, this is an awesome festival to attend. So, yeah, if you guys had any doubts about Moonrise Festival, I hope this clears some of those doubts, and I hope to see you there. So I'm gonna go, guys. If you guys want to support me, you can check out iHeartRaves, Amazing Lights, School Effects, OnQ Apparel, and Candy's World. Use the promo code dailykandi to get a discount off your purchase at all those sites. And follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook. You know where to find me. Alright, guys, time to go. Peace, love, unity, respect. See ya. Bye.